Lava back here in the video. We are live. I am doing my free agency reaction live. I am doing free agency reaction to NFL free agency. As you can see, I'm playing some Madden franchise mode. You know, with the new big free agency signings. This, you know, with my favorite team, the Carolina Panthers, but this is just the weirdest free agency, but it's a good free agency. A weird, really good free agency. Finally, you know, the Panthers are in full rebuilding mode. You know, the Dolphins have been making some big moves. I'm gonna make sure my controller stays charged, but the Dolphins have made some big moves. They overpaid Byron Jones. By the way, I know that Byron Jones is a huge get for them, but making him the highest paid cornerback in the league is a little too much. I really like the Shaq Lawson. Shaq Lawson is underrated. People I know don't like him, or don't think he's that good, but he wasn't bad for Buffalo. He did pretty good for Buffalo. Like, Shaq Lawson's good. Like, I like Shaq Lawson. He's very underrated, in my opinion. People just don't really think that he's that good, but he was a beast of Buffalo. Like, he was a little bit of a beast of Buffalo. But we're gonna be looking at some Buffalo signings right now. Buffalo, they re-signed some guys like Jordan Poyer, Josh Norman. You know, they have Levi Wallace still. Josh Norman is a big get because they also have Tre'Davious White, which is arguably the best corner in the league. You know, it's either him or Stephon Gilmore, and then he's definitely one of the best, if not the best corner in the whole entire league. And they also got Levi Wallace, which is a little iffy. I do like Levi Wallace though. I think he's underrated, but he's not the best of guy. I think Josh Norman, he ain't the youngest guy, but he's definitely, he's not terrible. And he used to be like really good. He was like one of the better, if not the better cornerback in the whole entire league when he played for the Panthers. Now, who's the defensive coordinator for the Panthers? The defensive coordinator for the Panthers is the head coach for the Bills right now, and that's Sean McDermott. And the Bills is doing a good job, and Sean McDermott is doing a good coaching job. So I think bringing him back in here with Sean McDermott is a great signing. And also having Tre'Davious White and then Levi Wallace still, that's just great. You know, you don't have to worry about corners. You got your true number one corner, and then you also got two, you know, guys that could be a number two. And I mean, if Josh Norman plays the way he did, and with Carolina, then you got two of the best corners in the whole league. So yeah, by the way, I'm only playing offense in this game. I'll play a little bit defense next game, but they got Marshawn Lynch and Josh. I'm gonna have to play some defense. I'll just play the whole game, but yeah, and then the big thing for the Bills is that those are the little things that I like, you know. Josh Norman, you know, they re-signed their guys. Jordan Phillips is left, but Jordan Phillips, they have, you know, they have one of the best defenses, and they got a good defensive tackle in Ed Oliver. I think Jordan Phillips wasn't great with them last year. I mean, they had other pieces. I don't know. Him and Shaq Lawson left. It ain't the biggest things because they got other people, but maybe it's just a little fill-in spot. Maybe I'd say to get that, and then maybe a little fill-in spot there at to fill in behind, nothing big, just at halfback to behind Devin Singletary, because Devin Singletary, he can start, but I want here at number 2, I want somebody else to be like how there was at Frank Gore, but now there needs to be someone else though. And just same thing like how with the defensive tackle kind of thing. But the big thing is that the Bills got a great receiver in Stephon Diggs, and they gave up a first, a third, and a fifth, and a fourth rounder from next year that they gave up. And well, they gave up a first, a third, a fifth, and a fourth rounder from next year. And they got Stephon Diggs and it was a fifth, or I'm pretty sure it's a sixth round from this year. So very good, you know. If you're getting, they were probably going to get a wide receiver anyway, so you still get to keep the receivers you got. You know, Robert Foster and Zay McKenzie, they're very fast. Not the best players, but they are pretty good. That I like, you know. And they're in there. And then you got John Brown and Cole Beasley. People, they're saying like the only receiver they got John Brown. Cole Beasley is just as good as John Brown. Like, that's what you gotta remember. Like, they got Cole Beasley too. Like, that is very good for them. They have Cole Beasley and John Brown. So I like that. And along with one of the best receivers in the league, which is Stephon Diggs, and I think that he'll be able to stay somewhat healthy in Buffalo, but if he don't, then they got the same receiver group that they had last year, and that ain't terrible, you know. They still make the playoffs in the year. They're still a good young team. I mean, I still think they need 2 filling spots, but it still wouldn't be nothing huge, but just stuff, you know, they need to fill with them.
Bridgewater on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And I also got
Bridgewater.
and we got it. But we also, you know, but that's good, you know, there's new for a couple of things, but, the Broncos, you know, they got AJ Bouye and, Melvin Gordon. I'm pretty sure, I forget who it is. They might have got someone else too, I forget, but, alright, my controller died, but,
That's a heck of a start. Yeah,
But AJ Boye, Melvin Gordon, I forget if they got someone else, but that's some good pickups. They released Joe Flacco. I like them having Drew Lock as the quarterback of the future. I like that. I wouldn't assign anybody Drew Lock. I like that. But they need to draft a receiver. Jerry Jeudy or CD Lamb. If none of them's not available, then Henry Ruggs. Either Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, or CD Lamb. Now I forget exactly where the picks are. But just all dude, that was bad interception, but all depending on, it just all depends on, where they're getting, but there's so many good receivers that I think that having Henry Ruggs isn't terrible. I think he'd fit well with the Broncos, maybe more than CD Lamb would, but I really would like Jerry Jeudy to go there. Him and Cortland Sutton, that's pretty good in my opinion. Maybe another receiver in second or third round even. Maybe you got a lot of just places you need to fill.
Only a yard of the pickup there,
but
so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
So maybe you want to draft another receiver in 3rd round, but I think if you get one of the best receivers in the 1st round, you're all good, all set.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the 34,
next year, Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler, they're both fast, young, good. I love it. AJ Boye getting rid of Joe Flacco's disgusting contract. They just let him help develop Drew Lock for a year, and then now Drew Lock is their new franchise quarterback. I love it. Case Keenum went and signed with the Browns. Now, I don't know if they want to move on. I don't think they want to move on from Baker Mayfield just yet. Baker Mayfield, I'd still have a starter, but Case Keenum, just a little guy in there that can definitely, shake him up or go in, just help Baker out if he's doing bad, or just go in there and be the starting quarterback if Baker's doing bad. Because Case Keenum's not bad, and
that catch good for 5.
So that's good. Austin Hooper. David Njoku was injured last season. He did show pretty good. That was like, is that Antonio Brown back for the Raiders? No, that is Nelson Aguilar. But he didn't get signed there in real. That's just, I don't think he did at least, but that's just on the game. But in my franchise, but this is, I don't know, it's weird.
To throw again, Carr, the open man here, Renfro. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up
so.
They gotta get to the
the Browns getting, David Njoku, to Austin Hooper. That's good, 2 tight end guys right there. That's good. Austin Hooper is a beast, but I just don't know. I think it's a little bit of a no-brainer to make him the highest paid tight end in the league. I mean, he's good and all. I'm not saying he might not deserve it anywhere else. I don't think he's the best tight end in the league. I'm not saying he wouldn't deserve it anywhere else. He's really good, but I just don't know what the Browns would do when they can be focusing on another position when they already got somebody in David Njoku. I don't know why they'd be worrying about a tight end, but 2 tight ends right there. That is a great pickup. I just don't know why they make him the highest paid tight end in the league. They might have got somebody else too. Oh, dude, the Bengals. The Bengals, the Andy Dalton, I'm pretty sure moved on. They got DJ Reader. I think that's, they let John Miller go. He's with the Panthers, and they might have got something else, but the big signing is DJ Reader. The Panthers got Teddy Bridgewater. They re-signed Kyle Allen, but he's getting traded to the Redskins back with Ron Rivera, and that's interesting. They re-signed Reggie Bonifant, backup running back. They re-signed Trey Boston. They got Seth Roberts, Teddy Bridgewater for their new quarterback. And they're also signing XFL star, probably the best quarterback in the whole entire league, Philip Walker, which is a PJ Walker, Philip Walker, whatever, which I think, in my opinion, I think everybody else could say too, he's the best quarterback in the XFL, and I think he fit perfectly with Matt Rule. Because he used to play my rule, he was the star quarterback in Temple, and to repeat that at Carolina would be good. But they also signed Teddy Bridgewater to be their new franchise quarterback. So I don't know exactly what their plans are for Philip Walker. Maybe a kind of role like how Kyle Allen was doing, to be that backup plan because they trust him more than Kyle Allen maybe. And they still have Will Grier. They don't want to just release him, he's on a rookie contract. It would be better to keep him than have. Dude, my controller messed up. My controller messed up. I missed the extra point.
6 points. Touchdown.
But anything could happen, But
so with the missed PAT,
PJ Walker,
here, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is at the goal line.
They got PJ Walker, Teddy Bridgewater, Will Grier, risky quarterback. Risky quarterbacks there, but I like it, Teddy Bridgewater, people are down Teddy Bridgewater, but he did perfect with Saints, and I was backing up Drew Brees, won all his games with the first one, because he just got out there right off the bat. They didn't plan without Teddy Bridgewater. When they started playing around Teddy Bridgewater showed amazingly, and when Teddy Bridgewater, he was one time long ago, he was, the franchise quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, but he got hurt. Case Keenum did good. They didn't need him, and then they moved around without him. But Teddy Bridgewater was really, really good. Teddy Bridgewater was a great quarterback with the Minnesota Vikings, but he just couldn't stay healthy. They moved on, and then he hasn't had a problem with injury anymore. He's had a problem with injury. Just had a tough time finding finding his starting quarterback role because he got injured with what's called the Vikings. He was young. They didn't want to put all his trust in him yet, and then he ends up to be the backup quarterback with the Saints. But he was the backup Drew Brees, he comes out to show out to be great again. You know, he's good again, you know. He's still good, he still got it, and he's still only 28 years old. I think signing him with the Panthers and then also having a guy like Philip Walker that works well with that rule is great, and still having what's it called,
this is fielded a couple yards deep.
Will Grier on his
and a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy
Will
of the
Grier on his
35-yard line at the 34.
rookie contract, you know, that's good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I gotta look. There's some Russell Okung. If nobody knows, Russell Okung got traded for Trey Turner. Russell Okung was a guy for the Chargers, lineman for the Chargers, and he got traded, you know, the swap lineman here. Chargers swap lineman with the Panthers. The Panthers traded Trey Turner to get Russell Okung from the Chargers.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Trey Boston signed. Justin Burris is nothing big, just a little signing from safety for the Panthers since they released Eric Reed,
it's a Panthers first down, 17 yards.
Greg Olsen obviously left. They're trading Cam Newton. Farrah Cooper, he can do a lot on special teams. That's an alright signing. John Miller, he can be a lineman. Stephen Weatherly, you know, that's not a bad signing. They're just like little, you know, little upgrades. Nothing. Oh, that was a terrible pass, but nothing huge, you know, just nothing huge, just a little pickups, you know, roster spots. Stephen Weatherly isn't bad. Nothing huge though, nothing you're gonna build your defense around. He's like, maybe start this year. I'll probably start him this year. They do not have a pass rush. They got Kawan Short, but that's literally it. And literally it. And then now they got Stephen Weatherly, which he didn't all that good, but. And then the big signing they got is Tahir Whitehead, you know, just veteran, good linebacker, and with Luke Kuechly retiring, that's a great pickup, I think. And then they also got a good thing in the draft. I still think that drafting Isaiah Simmons could, you know, he could play linebacker, safety, might even be the better pick for him right now in Carolina. You know, drafting the pass rushers still wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know where to draft the pass rusher, you really need it, but Isaiah Simmons could be a pickup that you really need too. There's some holes you definitely need to fix. The offense is definitely more, you know, picked around. They picked up a tight end. It's like some Seth guy. I don't know what his last name is, but wait. I think I have it. But they also signed. I got a video of what they have. I'm gonna look at it right now. Signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Teddy Bridgewater, Trey Turner, they traded him for Russell Okung. They got Justin Burris from the Browns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first
just $8 million for 2 years. It's good. Seth Roberts from the Ravens. Keith Kirkwood, wide receiver from the Saints. They released Colin Jones and Eric Reed, two safeties. Signed a guard, John Miller. That's a good signing. I like that. Seth Duvall. Seth Duvall. They re-signed Trace Boston. That's a good tight end replacement. A little bit younger. He not as good as Greg Olsen, but he's a good young replacement. Not bad at all. Another thing is just to go good in the draft. The Cardinals got Jordan Phillips, and they franchise tagged Kenyon Drake and got rid of David Johnson. Finally, you know, that's good for them. They got rid of David Johnson to get DeAndre Hopkins somehow. They traded and didn't even give away their first round pick. And didn't even give away their first round pick. And then that's just crazy. The best receiver in the league right there. And then the Eagles got what's it called?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit.
The Eagles got Darius Slay and Javon Hargrave. Darius Slay was a trade. They signed Javon Hargrave. Darius Slay, they traded him for They traded a 4th round pick to get Darius Slay. That's a good pickup right there. And then you know, the other Broncos pickup was
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
The other free agency, the other trade pickup for the Broncos is Jarrell Casey. Great, you know, Titans went for some cap room. All they did was trade him for a seventh round draft pick. Bad, but you know, I think they're getting Jadeveon Clowney. They're getting Jadeveon Clowney in return, probably, in that crap room they freed up. So, you know, not bad if they do get Jadeveon Clowney, but if not, that's terrible. Even though they did free up a lot of cap room, they got to get something. Because Jarrell Casey was a big defensive game changer for them last year.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater, quick slant, caught by Moore.
But the Steelers, the last ones I want to talk about is the Steelers. The Steelers picked up Eric Ebron. That is great. David Watts is, I'm pretty sure that's his name, David Watts. It's something Watts. But, let me look. Derek Watts. They got Derek Watts. That's a good pickup. They got Ebron, Eric Ebron. If Connor can do a little better job at rushing, you know, Big Ben can stay healthy, Juju can stay healthy, Eric Ebron now can stay healthy. Eric Ebron is just a beast. If he can stay healthy, then this team, you know, with the new CBA, they might already be a playoff team. That was terrible. A terrible play. But they might already be a playoff team with the new CBA. But if this works, man, they are a for sure playoff contender. Like, they're for sure playoff team. They are going to be a for sure, maybe even Super Bowl contender, you know. If, I don't know about Super Bowl contender, I would say not crazy, but if James Conner can, you know, do good rushing, a good rushing game, right? They can have a good rushing game with James Conner. Their Big Ben can stay healthy. Eric Ebron can stay healthy. You know, TJ Watt, you know, he can stay healthy. Mike Tomlin continues to, you know, just be one of the best coaches in the league, and you know, have this team grind non-stop. But I don't know why I just went for it, by the way. But
I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even
Juju staying healthy, you know, then they could be a contender here. Like, they could make it far in the playoffs, and they could for sure be a contender. They could for sure be a contender. Now, the big one is the two big ones. The two last big ones I forgot about, I don't know how I forgot about, is that, I'm pretty sure, wait, the, Dolphins got Byron Jones, Jamie Collins, and then they got some linebackers from the Patriots too. I'm pretty sure the Raiders got a couple linebackers or something. They also got Marcus Mariota. The Bears got someone. I think they franchise tagged someone. No, I don't know. But they got Nick Foles too. The Jaguars are trading everybody, but then the Colts got they traded their first round pick to get I forget his name, but it's like a good pass rusher from the 49ers, and they also got Phillip Rivers, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got Tom Brady. That's the huge signing, giving them Tom Brady now. Patriots haven't reacted. They just sit back, you know, watch the Dolphins get their players. Hasn't got a quarterback yet. Maybe they might be able to trade for Cam Newton. They might be able to draft a replacement, maybe. And they can coach Cam Newton, if they get him, into being that MVP. So that was a terrible pass, but my controller keeps dying. But they can have, maybe have Cam Newton be the MVP, you know, have him be an MVP type player again.
But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Going deep for Hopkins.
Nothing else I can do there. I only go for it, and I'll go for it. But the Ravens got Calais Campbell and a trade from the Jags. You know, not bad right there. They used the franchise tag on Matt Judon. Oh my God, no he didn't. We need another interception, but they used franchise tag on Matt Judon, and you know, good for them. But those are like the big name free agents. Cardinals are looking to rebuild themselves. Larry Fitzgerald's coming back. They're doing good. You know, free agency is just going. It's a weird, fun, cool free agency. You know, while everything's going on and we have to stay inside. You know, no school, no NBA, but a fun free agency to keep track of. I like it. So just. If you have any thoughts on it, have any questions, if you know anything else about free agency, just tell me. Know any names I forgot, tell me in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you for everything. Lava out.
It's Jacobs. He'll get it inside the couple down to the 19.